We're gonna get you, assholes. Just know that. Bruh.
Hey traders, it's good that it seems like no one heard anything that just happened, so good. Risky click of the day for me. Someone posted something in general chat. Oh my god. Alright, welcome to episode 714 of the show. You could be doing anything but you're here, and I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it a lot. Okay, so, I don't know, kind of changing up the title of thing. I don't know, Bitcoin Live. You're the Bitcoin guy. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm the freaking TA guy. Okay? Bitcoin's good. We cover it thoroughly all the time. We're going to start the stream with it. It's important to people. Okay? So, whatever. But, Bitcoin today has done zilch. Nada. Nothing. Down $8. $8 on the day. So, something I want to show y'all though. Okay? And I think you might find it interesting. Excuse me. Unless whatever. I mean, you don't have to find it interesting if you don't want it. But let's go to the big screen for a second and look at it. We're going to do that.
Look here. Look, listen.
Shout out to Zachary. Thanks, dude, for giving that clip. All right. So what are these trend lines? What is 8404 and 8501? What are they? Why are they on our screen? They're important, dude. They're historical. They are look left, listen. Candle eye close and wick. Back from July. You are above it. Holy crap, chat. Wonderful. Now, you are facing some sort of other wickage here. I mean, that's where the price action's correlating. It's hitting it and failing. And you've been doing that over and over and over. So, I don't know. Somehow, this May 21st area is definitely being respected. 8589, let's go. XRP peoples will be pleased. Okay, so that's really it. I think it's really good you being above this. If you could hold above it, because right now, what are you doing? You're back testing it. You broke it, both of them, and now you're holding them as support. Okay, and now right here, candle high close yesterday, right at it on the dot, looked above it and no higher. So I think the way the price action's correlating is good. It's a good thing. So if you could hold that long enough, think about it. I mean, this could be a textbook break, hook, and go. Your next daily candle, which is, the new daily candle we're talking about, opens in an hour and 48 minutes. If that could, within the next 24 hours, turn into a green candle of any sort, it could be a break, hook, and go confirmation. So hype in the chat for that. But interestingly, we have that 200-day simple moving average going on. We rejected it yesterday, rejecting it today. But again, maybe it's just squeezed between, right?
Bruh. Anonymous tip $25. Sorry, been really busy this week. Thank you for your daily dedication to helping this community with your great TA.
Wow, I saw the 25, the VeChain doing things, and I'm like, okay, it's anonymous. So it's probably not drink troll, but my God, man. Yesterday was crazy. 3 chugs in a stream. Unreal. But, I mean, I think you're okay with recognition. Like, if I give it to you, if it's cool with you, dude. Marco Rivera, since your name is your name, like in YouTube. So, dude, Marco, thank you so much, dude, for the 25. Hype in the chat for him.
Bruh.
Thank you, dude. Wow. Holy crap. That was you, Marco. Yes, sir, it was. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay. Can we retest? What is it? 7,900? I don't think you want to... where we are now, you don't want to fall below this area. I don't think at all. I think this is it, dude. You don't want to fall below 8,400. Okay? Just because of the historical importance. Right? Major support resistance level. And here we are just trying to break this 85, 89. Let's go, dudes. Do it for the Ripple peoples. Come on. But where are you? I mean, like, if you did break it, I mean, like, what the heck? Where's the support resistance? It's like straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight up, straight down. I mean, right? There's just very little looking left. You got this, the manufactured resistance support back, from this year, manufactured. So this is good price action on the daily. All right. Even though we know in the 4-hour, you're kind of at that top of that range, right? On the 60-minute, I think is your candle high close. That's you're trying to break it. But I mean, just the good news is, I think the break, the hook, the bullish engulfing candle, we just got to get above that 200 moving average. We can get above it, man. I think we got a real good shot. 9,000, then. I mean, really look like, you got wicks and stuff in the 9,100 area, but look at the candle closes. 94, 9,300 area. Okay. So big deal. Big King's doing things, even though you might not know about it or might not see it. Okay. That's Bitcoin. All right, now we're looking at gold. What? You can't do gold, man. Oh, I can and will right now. And so what happened today? Bearish engulfing candle. Or I guess yesterday, the new candle has just opened, and it's gone nowhere. 1494. We're sub 1500. All right. So someone's like, is it not just flagging? It's like maybe it's flagging, but normally it's not flagging, right? Flags are like impulses like this, right? And then consolidation, and then you run again, right? Impulses like this, consolidation, you run again. Not channels broken out.
Brad, hit the like, subscribe, and bell. Kings. TA with Mitch Ray is my favorite. You're the man, bruh.
Stop talking about yourself, Claudio, dude.
Bruh.
Thank you so much for the 1 Ethereum Classic contribution. That just made me eclipse 50 ETCs, and I think they're all from you, dude. There might be a couple here and there not, but I mean, that's a big deal, dude. Thank you, man, for just all the likes, the love, the support over all this time. Really appreciate it, dude. Okay. Hype for Claudio. Chat. So I don't think it's a flag. I think you might have some downside in consolidation, but I think you broke a demand line. So no more demand, break, hook, and go. And you're still outside of it. And you've only made another consecutive lower high than your previous highs. So 1, 2, 3 confirmation line could be falling, or 3 falling peaks, which is a bearish pattern, bearish reversal, classic distribution with 2 valleys. This is the line of confirmation. You break this, measure move, puts you down near the 200-day moving average, near 1,365. Okay. Though, I mean, like, you know, I get it. The bullish divergence, it played out. It played out well, but it was, all that happened was a lower high again. And this area is so freaking important, 1525. It's just a historical resistance support back from 2011. You couldn't break it. You up thrusted. You failed. And then for the third time, how many times are you going to fail, man, with a bearish engulfing? Third time you failed to break it, and now you're making a lower high. So it's like, and you're out of the channel. So it's like, is it time to correct on gold? Might have to do with how equities play out. All right, measure move again. Lower than 1400. Damani Weston, welcome. Thanks for the sub, dude. Speaking of how equities do, I posted on Twitter. I tweeted, excuse me, what I think is going on the S&P 500 on the weekly. And yeah, man, you might run up again. You might make a higher high. Seriously, you might. Okay, there's still plenty of room to do whatever inside of this pattern. But as it stands now, and I get it, there's rejection wicks on the weekly now, but that's a lower high. I mean, how often do you get lower highs, right? I mean, that's a higher high. This is higher high. But now, like in the short term, the lower high is developed. I mean, often when you get, make highs, you sell off, you run again, you make lower highs. Another sell-off can come from that. But it's like higher high, higher high, higher high, over and over and over again. Right? Look, I mean, it's like high, higher high, highest high, then a lower high emerges and then dumps. Right? Look here. Oh my God, dude, I'm gonna do it again.
Look here. Look, listen.
Okay, it's just like back here in 2011, where you had a high on price, a higher high on price, and what'd you do? You went from bearish divergence, sold off, rallied, lower high. Then you formed bearish convergence. Okay. That's exactly what's happening right now. Okay. What's going on? Okay. So you're going from, it becomes convergence because you're no longer making higher highs. So what happened after the convergence, the divergence into convergence, the higher highs to the lower high? A big sell-off, right? And I'm not saying it didn't go to zero; it continued on up, overall. But look what's happening. It's like you made a high on price, a higher high on price, lower levels of relative strength, lower levels of positive momo. Now, on a slightly lower high, you're making negative momentum, which is a form of convergence, you could say, and you're making lower levels of relative strength on the lower high and the bearish pattern. Guy Lafort, thanks so much for the sub, dude. Welcome. Okay, so. I know we're cutting interest rates, we're doing things, but again, like what I said in my tweet was like, fund managers had a really good year, right, in the recovery. So why would they, keep playing around here when we just broke to higher highs, 2% gains here and here on all-time highs, and now we're making a lower high. The attempted rally is like failing. I don't know, man. It's just... wedges are really good patterns. Okay. So this is just something one should take heed of, I think, going into this last quarter of the year. Measure move of the pattern, if you ever broke out near where we are now, is like 26.95. It's marked right here. Okay. So we looked at Bitcoin, we looked at gold, we looked at the S&P 500. Better than looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. See, my phone agrees with me, dude. Tommy McDonald, thanks so much for the sub, dude. Welcome. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Holy crap, dude. more new subs than I've ever received in a small time frame in this past 2-3 months. Okay, thank you. Wow. Not really, because there was that one day of volatility on Bitcoin that was nuts, but whatever. Don't forget the watermark on the charts. It can't be disruptive. Can y'all see everything? Is it distracting? Because like when I look at it looks pretty apparent on my side here, but when I look at the review of the video, like actual publication, you can barely see it. It's not disruptive at all. So what, you crave McDonald's now? Dude, don't get mad at someone for having last name McDonald, dude. Alright? It's not his fault. Okay, so what happened today? I mean, mixed bag, of course. Just all over the place, dude. But where do we even begin? Oh, we should look at regen. Because that Kevin Grubbs pick, we looked at it, analyzed it, and man, there were just so many good things about this one, and it performed quite well today, up 2.59%. But as you can see, I mean, there's reasons why it made sense, right? It was the bullish shark, the falling wedge after the huge dump, right? Reversal pattern with the weekly bullish divergence on the RSI, very nice. And then you go to the daily, it's even better. Well, it's as good. Like where you have like even more apparent divergence. Look how beautiful that is. And we broke out today with a candle close confirmation at 298.36. Okay. And Kevin was like, where's profit taking? It's like, well, you're looking around where B was for these sharks, right? B is like 330, 329. But it's really close to 382, 336. That's also like reasonable. I mean, you can think about measured moves of this wedge too. But like in time, you would think that, again, B, and then you could just be flexible here. Think about 376 as another profit taking level. And if you're lucky, way up here. But, this thing been in a big downtrend. Look, huge upswing, and then correction you've been in for years, like 4 years. I think it's over 4 years now. And you hit a critical support. You sprung twice, kind of double bottom down here with divergence with it. Oh my God. It's just, sometimes they're just overwhelming coinciding variables that you just keep finding them. There's just so many now. It's already like low risk, high reward opportunity. Value. Lots of value, dude. Okay. That's what we look for. Because value, it's how we gain our edge. Technical analysis shows us where there's value or not. Right? We don't want to buy at premiums. We want to buy at value. Okay. Or short sell value. There's ways of finding value to go short. Okay. Awesome, Sprocket. What's up, Alley Vids? Dang, I'm surprised you made it through the purge. I've gone through like 4 or 5 different purges on mods over time. Just gotten rid of so many. Sure, Inbox, man. Thanks for watching. Yex took another beating today. It's rough, man. Yep, that's real bad. Would have failed. Though we know, like, the stop, is below, like, $14. So it's not like, it still could be okay, but you still got to believe that divergence is still going on. I mean, there is still divergence that's in development right now. Like, it could, this is Yext, okay? Where, yeah, it fell below the entry area, the PCZ of the beautiful, beautiful bullish Gartley. My God. Okay, and this is like an idea, and of course, like that's why, a shorting opportunity could be up here if it ever made it, whatever. But keeping it more simple, look at the divergence. Now you're selling off again with even scrubbier levels of negative Momo. Of course, you just could keep building, but look, low, lower low. What if you make a slightly lower low than this, and then you make, again, even more higher levels of relative strength, right? That would just be like triple RSI, triple MACD bullish divergence, right? So, yeah, interesting. Not ideal, but hey, they can't all just hit the PCZ and go crazy, right? So patience still required on this one. It's still okay. All right. Yex Connect.
Bruh.
Nice recovery on Activision. Oh, I think Activision is setting up for another trade in time if we could ever get there. Well, for another, like, fresh long, if you want to say. Let me show you. Is it not? Did it not save or something? Maybe it did. Oh, I did it on the other screen. So it didn't translate over or transcribe over. All right, X, A, B, C. What? Yeah. Maybe a Gartley, dude. Maybe might get an opportunity down here at 47.69 at some point. Right? You look what you did. You ran up, you sold off, you retraced, you attempted your rally, and you made a lower high. And yeah, you're recovering today for sure. But what if it just sells off tomorrow or runs up a little more, makes a lower high again, sells off? Look, maybe 786 might be, again, a good area of value for a 78% retrace from that previous low from mid-August of this year. Okay. Just an idea. Pretty pattern. Hype. Roku hit. Well, I mean, we looked at it yesterday, but I know we talked about retrace yesterday. Remember it broke the curve line. Problema. Yeah, it ran up and it look hit that gap fill, regarded it as resistance, and now what do you got going on? You got yourself a little bit of a shooting star action. A little bit of shooting star. High to low. I mean, 23% retrace. 128 was a common retrace level, but according to Bulkowski, 22% of the time, gap fill areas, even if after you filled them, can act as support or resistance. And right now it's been regarded as a resistance. It ran up and failed today and closed at 116.13. So, but it's up after hours. It is up, okay, 4% right now, 120. It's right back where it started. That's weird. Is that accurate? What's up, Dan, man? Holy crap. Yeah, I guess we can go to like the bigger S coins now. Whatever. Across the markets, man. Ooh, bearishly engulfing at a critical resistance. You see it? Do you see it? You're unable to break it. This also, you know what that is? That's from a high to low, a 61.8% retrace. So there you go, man. Convergence, bearish convergence, both oscillators. You just fell back into this range. I don't know. There might be support. Like you bounced off some support, I guess. Dude, this thing is so freaking choppy. You're talking about megaphone and stuff. I think in time we would hit 32.6 to 39.6 cents, but it may never happen. I don't know. You're saying megaphone pattern? Kind of like that. Two diverging trend lines. Sure, you could call it that. False breakouts, and you never hit the top. So maybe, but a measured move only puts you at 34.110 cents, which is in the golden zone, so that makes sense. And that's right near the 200-day moving average as well. So I don't know, man. This one's kind of out there. Remember how we broke out of this channel, ran up, then we diverged, ran one more time for the third time, could never break this resistance at 47.6 cents, and then just dumped sideways, pathetic price action, sold off again and again. So this is just very weak, man. Look what we're rejecting right now. This August 2017, October 2017, and November 2017 resistance area. That's what we have not been able to break right now. It's just such a strong resistance, man. So getting above that could be very good. So much chop, dude. I mean, it's ridiculous. Lower high so far. You have to break above 31.4 cents at some point soon. Otherwise, you're going to sell off and make a lower low again, probably. Okay. That's all it's been doing. Consecutive lower lows. Where's the higher high? It's not happening at all on XRP. Sorry. Thanks a lot, XRP. Could it fill the gap? Yeah, it could. Yeah. I mean, just look how insane this pattern was. Like, dude, I'm dead from not holding my short, even though I made money on it. I could have made bukus more money. All right. You got to bear with me. There's a lot of stuff going on this chart, but it all makes sense. Okay. Just everyone relax. So what was going on Disney? A pattern larger than your face. Since 2015, we were in a symmetrical triangle. We finally started breaking out of it. All right, like these premature breakouts, and then look at this one more time. This dump in December, right around where Bitcoin recovered. So did Disney. So did the rest of the stock market. The V-shaped recovery. Look, you broke it, back tested, kind of back tested again, ran up in earnings. Or was it? No, they came out with like the streaming service. I can't remember which catalyst it was. No, they bought Fox or something here. There was something before earnings that made them gap up. So anyway, look what it did. It rallied, sold off, rallied again, had an upsloping flag, had all this bearish divergence, and dumped. Then it dumped and created the neckline, the second collar, first collar of the neckline, and then rallied like a scuffed head and shoulders pattern. Do you see it? And when we were up here, right, when we were showing all this bearish divergence on the daily, look where we were. We were at the top of a historical uptrend, mother of God, right? Crazy uptrend. And then we were at, from the previous high to low, the height of the triangle to the low point, we had a 1.618, the golden mean ratio, fib extension. You got to be kidding me. And those were my reasons for going short. But then, like, this started happening with Trump and all that, and I freaked out. I'm just like, whatever. I took my profit and could have made way more. But again, it's like left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. You broke the neckline, and you're like just back testing that neckline. Hey, you're still above the 200-day moving average, but you're back. You're deep back inside of this huge historical uptrend. Very well respected. Okay. So you're like, can the gap fill? I mean, maybe. It looks like a breakaway gap, though, doesn't it? Good God, that volume that came in to buy it up. But yeah, a gap fill would bring you all the way down to $117.83. Let's go with a measured move here. How would that play? It's a 1435 measured move. Well, a measured move of the pattern puts you literally at the gap fill.
Look here! Look, listen!
Go. The puzzle pieces, they fit, man. They fit well. What's up, peoples? Oh yeah, is that true, Brian, man? What are you saying about head and shoulders? On Centaurs? We've got like a huge broadening top pattern. You broke out of the really nice uptrend you'd been in since, oh my God, December of 2018. Nice rally. And now you're out of it. You back tested it as a resistance when it was once support. But you're making higher lows, I guess. Continuing to rally. The big resistance is at 269.80. That's all-time highs. So you'll be soon approaching it. True that. So, yeah, you break that. Could have a really nice run up to 284. We could also go from the high to low to get fib extensions too for targets. Look, high to low. 1272s, 277.68. There you go. Near the top of the pattern. Oh, wait, I'll do this. I'm just going to hide it. Okay, does that make sense? Breaking 269 could put you to 277 real fast, maybe a little higher. Megaphone. Okay. But I don't know what you're talking about head and shoulders. You're talking about inverse head and shoulders or something? I don't know, man. I mean, a little left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay, if that's the case, then I'll see you at 286. We'll see you at the golden mean ratio. I don't even need to measure move, okay? Disney. A bearish engulfing candle to the Disney. He used to be a magical adventurer like you and me. Yeah, dude. Fizz? Forget about it, man. Look, we had this trade set up, right? Here's your Fizz. I don't care what you want to call it, inverse head and shoulders or not, dude. It was at critical support. It had all the divergence in the world. It had broken out of a downtrend, and it's on the rise. It's on the rise, but unfortunately right now, high, slightly higher high, you're making some bearish divergence. Ugh. But, I mean, from your height to low point, I mean, we don't even know this is the major swing low yet, but look at this beautiful double top.
Look here! Look, listen!
So the target would eventually be for, I mean, to make a lot of money would be just a common retrace, the beginning of the common retrace zone at the 382, which is like 73.37. And then just after that, it's like the neckline, the old neckline of the double bottom that you back tested once. That would be the second target. So this is definitely going well so far, but it could just be like, you know, X, A, B, C, D, you know, sell off, make a higher low, and then run again, right? So, yeah, it's below the 200-day moving average. You got to get above that. I wonder if we crossed over bullishly on the 20 and the 50. Very real possibility. Yes, sir, we did. A 20 bullish over the 50 man. All right, look what happens when you can get those. So we'll see if we can stay below the 20 and eventually break that 200. Maybe in time get a golden cross. This could reverse and we could just get. I mean, these are value areas, man. Okay, I don't care who you are. This is crazy. Just got destroyed. That right there is just fantastic. Okay, we cool? RJR? Yeah, dude. We looked at Fizz for show. Hype. What's up, Buddha time, Buddha time? Buddha my Buddha. Irwin.coffee. Drink it if you want to be a king.
Bruh.
I did that out of the goodness of my heart. Oh man. Altcoins, the US dollar, are down, right? 2% to 6%. Gross. How about the BTC pairs? Mixed bag. Oh my god, dude. I don't want to look at any of these. Wait, FCX. Can't remember if that was the one, the asset. We looked at it yesterday. It's up like 5% today. I don't even know, man. Oh my god, look at ZRX, the BTC chat. Up 6% after breaking out. Yeah, breakout. Wait, sorry. Look here, listen. Seriously, man, this is like another one.
Look here! Look, listen!
Alright, downtrend. The Momo shift trend line. You broke out, man. You're hitting that 200-day moving average. You kind of showing divergence. I mean, you know, it's... You really want to stay outside of this since you broke it. Hopefully, if you do sell off, you just skate along this area and regard it as support instead of, you know, falling back in it. That would suck. But, you know, you always could. But interesting development on ZRX that has not touched this trend line since we developed it. I mean, back in October of 2018. So that's something to be hyped about. 100 or 99% retrace on ZRX to BTC from its all-time low December of 2017 to its all-time high in May of 2018. Look, 99. Like literally 99 to 98%. Who in here is still holding that made it do that, dude? Someone had it accumulate, dude. We're accumulating barely, technically. Sorry, dude. Just responding to something. Okay. My bad. So, good day for a ZRX that was down so much yesterday. I mean, maybe you could paint a bullish engulfing candle here. I don't know. It doesn't seem... I mean, again, it just seems like you're kind of diverging now on the MACD, like a higher high, and now your highest high, clearly lower levels of positive memo. You would just hope that it would just keep building, rallying. Look at that, the 2050 crossover. And so, you know, sometimes in these downtrends, you'll get those and they'll just make a scrubby retrace and dump again. You don't want that here, man. You want it, I mean, this is way, I mean, in here, you were still just, you know, in deep within the parameters of the downtrend, but now you're breaking it. And it could be momentum shifting. And again, the targets on this asset in time, it could take us literally months for ZRX to ever get here if it does. And those targets are 7,134 to 10,582. This is where, you know, at either one of these, I mean, even on the 236, it could do this. You see what I'm saying? That's what fib nodes are. They show us reversal areas. Sweet. Get ready, dude. Man, we're all around the place, dude. All over, trading around the world. DXY, Jacob Sherman. The US dollar, the greenback. Tenera Connect. Okay, so you're in that uptrend that you created, you know, kind of when you buying Climax in August 2018.
Bruh.
Watching you every day like others watch Netflix. Learning new stuff every day. Thanks, bro.
Wow, that was very kind. Stefan. I know it's Steph Kang, Louis. Thank you, dude, for the $3.60. Not great, not terrible. 3.6 Roken of Bitcoin. Wow, thank you, dude. A lot of radioactivity on that contribution. Boom. So, the US dollar. You've just got, I think, maybe a rising wedge. I love so much this 75% trend line, the equidistant channel. Every time you've been touching it since March of this year, fail, fail, fail. Every time, dude, you just can't break it. And so again, now you're like kind of literally right now breaking this wedge. You see it? I mean, it's like 1 and 2, breaking out of it right now. Just being real. So anytime the US dollar goes down, it's inherently better. It's inherently good for Bitcoin. Just because the asset that it's tied to, Bitcoin, the US dollar, what it's tied to is losing value. That's just good for the other asset. Okay, so Bitcoin 85 with an hour and 13 minutes left until your new daily candle opens. This one would close. Mr. Wolver, I don't see BCA.L. Yeah, it's not showing up on my trading view. You got another ticker for that or something, dude? That's what I'm looking for on my watch list. Jeez. I just need to make it. What happened on Pier 1? Nothing. I mean, it's hit the 200-day moving average and pull back. We can look at it if you want. That's fine, dude. All right. But we're going to look at the weekly again. The weekly connect, all right? This is Pier 1. Yeah, I get it. The meta, the macro, it's just like terrible for brick and mortar retail. It's awful. But, I mean, you have a down-sloping resistance breakout. Finally, you got out and sold off again. But then what'd you do? Created this fantastic textbook potential Adam and Eve double bottom. But last week, bearishly engulfed. So that's not what you're looking for. But from your high point to low point, you did in fact run up and hit the beginning of the golden zone at 1377 before selling off, all right, and reversing to the downside. So you would think that an asset that's been so beaten down, so devastated. I don't even know, man. Let me see here. Holy crap! Yeah. Pier 1 was so good because of this. All right, from its previous low to high, major low to high, golden mean ratio. You hit the 1618 fib extension with bullish divergence on the weekly. Get the heck out of here. Wonderful value seeing this. Okay, that's just great. And look left, man. You're talking about lows back from February 2009, right before the recovery. So either way, it's like a decent opportunity, but again, maybe it's like fundamentally terrible. The technicals could be great, and it's just like, well, it's brick and mortar retail, and we don't live in that meta anymore. So, I mean, don't fall below 232, even though it's at $8.16, right? I mean, when you think about the size of this pattern, it could take so long to develop. But eventually you just want to make a higher low than your previous low and run again and run again and again and again. All right? Being outside of this, you could. Beautiful. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Bruh.
Only 40 likes away from 200. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, if you're enjoying the live stream, trading around the worlds, maybe I should just call it that. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Trading across the markets. I think trading across the worlds. It'd be like fighting around the world with Russell Crowe, but instead of fighting, we just do charts or something. Sorry, TK, that's not going to happen. Leadership at Walmart have done a fantastic job of reconsolidating their structure to keep up with the fast-paced new meta, which is online shopping, and they did it decently with their website and stuff. But I think one of the most important things they did was they tapped into the produce and food delivery service market. Remember, it's like most of the jobs in America are service related, so it makes sense. And it's like Amazon can't tap into that. I mean, maybe one day, but sorry, Walmart, Target, all these brick and mortars got the edge there to be able to provide delivery and stuff to consumers. So Walmart's here to stay, man. They did a great job adapting to this whole change. So for Inspection Maryland, did that help answer your question on Pier 1, dude? I mean, you asked about it. So could have sold at 14. Yeah, well, dude, that was the beginning of the golden zone. You can reverse your price. That's what Fibonacci's for, dude. Right? When you hit these areas, any one of them, the reversal can happen, and it's not weird. Okay, it's weird if you reverse it to. It's kind of weird if you reverse it to their 6. That just means the demand. There's just absolutely no demand, and it's a very weak asset. But this thing ran up and hit exactly where it should have hit before reversing. Terry Ferguson loves the grocery pickup service. He doesn't have to shop. Can Bitcoin grow foods? No, but they can go long on corn. They have the right broker. So you go long on corn and you make money on it because there's higher demand for it. Corn Connect, dude. Come on. Whew, big dump though today. Ooh, man. How high did we get? Was it 50%? Nope, 38%. Hey, there you go. Just like Pier 1, 38% retrace, selling off. Kind of some Class C bearish divergence. You made a higher high with a double top on the RSI. So, but this was perfect, dude. Freaking perfect. Corn Connect. Yep. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, this is the one, dude. TA's fake, man. So I want to show you the chart I had on corn before it made a rally, right? And hit a retrace level. Right at 382. And that's okay. It can make a higher low and run again in time. But either way, look, PCZs, pattern completion zones, reversals. You had bullish divergence, very weak shortening of the thrust, you could call it right here. A low, a slightly lower low with higher levels relative strength, lower lows with positive momentum. Give me a break, dude. Class A plus bullish divergence. I have to. Maybe I gotta delete the Streamlabs thing. Every day, man. Okay, sweet. All right, so you see the chart. This is my chart from mid-September or something. There it is. There it freaking is, dude. It's beautiful, is it not? I mean, look, the bullish engulfing candle too. That's why I like plotted it. It's like, oh my god, man, we're gonna do things. And so corn went from 343 to 387, man. Beautiful. Okay, so somewhere corn reserves are still in fact low, so that means you might be correct. Look, you hit a price action reversal. To the extent of how far we retrace is unknown, but we're getting it, and then we could just maybe make a higher low somewhere and then run again, if that is true fundamentally. BCA ticker without an L. Okay. BCA Marketplace, is that what you're talking about? I don't know what to do here. I mean, gross. Just tell me, like, what, if it's what ticker it is, Mr. Wolver, and the actual name of it, because there's a lot of those, or there's several of them, and they're all kind of weird, so just let me know. Yeah, Sprint, moving in the right direction, certainly, yeah, dude. I mean, that's a trade setup. Unofficial, you know, because stocks, whatever, man. Yeah, for now. So it's great. Up 2%, 2.12% today at the PCZ of the bullish cipher, the bullish divergence on both oscillators, that tail end RSI divergence popped. So just hit the 236 and pulled back, right? You hit it, proceeded high to low. Between 669 and 722, those are common retrace levels, even though you could go higher. This one's been a long time coming, man. This was in a big correction. Momo shift breakout. Look how it was hilarious. You ran up to it, and then on earnings you gapped up out of it. You haven't backtested it yet, though, which is kind of weird. You know, you might do that at some point, but it stands now. Great. I love seeing Momo shift breakouts, like downsloping structures that are well established, that have been going on for years, and then you break out and you develop a harmonic right after it. Those are awesome combos, man. Okay. Corn being harvested finally. We're going today, dude. Andrew Munz, I don't know what that means, dude. Okay, I never claimed to be an expert, and I don't know. I don't look at other people. I learned my way, and I like the system I've got that helps me identify value and reversals. So, you know. Trevor Ferguson, you think so? Well, maybe with the way the weekly S&P looks, it's possible. But it's just, you gotta think, man. The Fed cutting rates, they're trying to prevent that from happening. Presidential administration's trying everything they can to keep the market propped up. Okay. We already looked at XRP, Ben Smith. BCA Marketplace. Oh, okay. So we can look at it. It's like, you know, at this point, no value. Come on, dude. It just had a stupid impulse. I mean, like, what do you do here? Like, probably illiquid, very illiquid. Look at that. And you look at how many days you went and did nothing. It's just something I would never touch. I wouldn't mess with this. But hey, whatever. I mean, look, you had an up thrust. Right, you up thrusted and then you broke below it and you stayed. Now you're gapping down. So there's support here, 229. There's a freaking square up probably down here, like 192. Just straight up, man. I don't know, man. Like, just, there's no pattern I can give you. It's just weird. Very illiquid asset. Okay. Still making, I guess. That's wild, dude. How you just crashed like that. So, I mean, if you think about, oh, we're range bound, right? We're range bound between 148 and 243, and you're at 235. What do you think the best play is? I mean, like, you probably got lower risk on a short than you do going long, especially after a move like this where you went in one day on earnings from 193 to 238 or something. It's crazy. What about price? Andrew, I don't know what that means, dude. Yep. Got you, Wolver, man. Bat doing things. Been doing things, Joe Lewis, man. No, there's a reason why Bat did things, dude. Bat's wonderful. It's a trade setup, an official trade setup. A little older, but dude, welcome to the daily. Welcome to significant timescales. Hit that entry finally and has blasted off since then. Bifinex. Yes. And it's pulling back now. I mean, of course, right? We talked about a range here, 21.107 cents, right? Boom, 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 3 times, and you up thrusted. You failed again to break it. You're selling off, and there was divergence here on both oscillators, so a sell-off does seem possible there. I mean, that's weak. It's like Class B bearish divergence on a daily time scale. Not really what you want. Same thing on the MACD. Sam Wilson, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Right. Bearish divergence on both oscillators at a critical resistance. You'd think that, yeah, it would not be that surprising if we sold off here. You'd just hope for a higher low before running again and eventually breaking this 21.107 cent area. Okay. Sorry, you can get confused. That color's confusing because of the actual price. If it's in the red, it's showing that. See between the yellow lines there. Okay. But this one's just beautiful, dude. I mean, it was in a downtrend for so long. It finally broke out and back tested and ran one more time. This was leading up to the event. What was the event, chat? It was the Coinbase listing. And once you got there, you sold off. You made a lower high, that attempted rally we see over and over and over again. And then just you sold off for so long while Bitcoin was going to the moon. The whole time Bitcoin was going to the moon, BAT was correcting. So BAT has now hit an 88% retrace. Finally showed that bullish divergence. Hit, I mean, the PCZ, dude. That's and critical support looking left. All confluent right there. And you broke to the upside from the entry. But again, you haven't even gotten close to more major targets. So, and you can be way more conservative on your targeting. I mean, you can go high to low and take profit at 38%, 50%, 618, 786, whatever your tolerance is for risk and rewards. Okay, that's it. This is just if you had your stop below X. This is how one would want to play it, just for, again, the reward to risk ratio. You need to, it's swing trading. You want to be 3-to-1 reward to risk or higher. 2-to-1, you have to win half your trades. 3-to-1, you only have to win 33% of your trades. Graham, no, I did not hear that. That sounds good for them, though. Medical. Crazy. Well, I think Jacob G, I mean, maybe it's that. I don't think it's that nefarious. I think it's more so the current administration's trying to get reelected. It has nothing to do with what's going to happen after the election, dude. I don't think, what politicians are really looking to give a crap what happens after their term ends. Come on, dude. They kick the can down the road. That's why no president's ever, really done anything. Oh yeah, dude, we did it, man. T.A. Andy. Casper the Ghost.
Look here. Look, listen.
Thomas Day, S&P going up or down? According to the weekly, probably down. Corn needs to do things. Well, we saw Corn doing things. I mean, right now, Bitcoin's just hanging on. We can go back to it, I guess, if you want. I can't even hear the music. Can't tell my man. Wait, it's on the other one. Let me. Yeah. Chat, I want you to see something on the weekly that I haven't even looked at. Wow. You know, the weekly, we could be bullishly engulfing right now. The weekly.
Bruh.
Let's just keep it going, dude. Getting back above critical areas. Let's go. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the daily. To show you price action that we're showing at an area that was once support, then became resistance, might now be support again. You can see candle high close in the wick, this zone of support. You have now bounced, you broke it yesterday, and today you are bouncing off of it regarding it as support. It was once resistance. That's good. That's great. There's just one little scrub wick, these couple wicks right here, 85, 89. It's all the XRP trolls right here, dude. So this is I think this is good price action that you're getting. But no, you know, I don't know if anyone's talking about it, whatever, dude. So break, hook, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow will start in 52 minutes. Maybe tomorrow we get a bullish engulfing candle again, and then you have a break, hook, and go confirmation, which is the strongest form of confirmation. Okay.
Bruh.
Oh, dang, did we get 200 likes? No, one more like, and we'll have 200 likes. Oh, we just got it. Let's go. Thanks, chat. Really appreciate it. Been live now for 1 hour and 5 minutes. How time flies. Dang, dude. No, they aren't. People aren't screaming XRP, dude. Up all night? I mean, maybe. I don't know if it will or not, but you got to think with the invention, like what it actually is. How it's something that's never been built before. You think that it's possible, but again, no one really knows. I'll just say Bitcoin's one of the best reward to risks for your deathbed. Okay, where it's just like you just own it, and if it goes to 0, oh well. If it goes to 1 million, great, you win. But you know, again, I just think it's a truth machine. You know, with it takes out human error and corruption, and it's nothing like it had ever been built before it, and it's got the most amount of confirmations now. You know, but there are variables that can occur, like improvements in technology, that can maybe potentially render Bitcoin useless one day, like quantum computing. And that's again, those are unknown variables we don't know about. That may sound crazy now, but if that stuff comes out where these quantum computers are able to start hacking decentralized cybersecurity, then it's all over, dude. And then some other crypto will have to come in and be able to combat that or something, right? Anyway. TA makes time fly. Yeah, it does. It does, man. It's used for nefariousness. According to the media, sure, dude. It's also being used by third world countries because their governments are a bunch of idiots for a very long time. And guess who pays for it in the end? The citizen, with what piles of money stacked so tall just to buy one piece of bread or something. Okay. Yeah, Bitcoin being like a deflationary asset or deflationary store value, and guess in the third world, in some places it is used as a medium of exchange, but not in the first world. So, you know, getting mass adoption, I don't know how you're going to do it with Bitcoin anytime soon. Like, how does Bitcoin help, you know, Becky at, you know, getting sushi in LA? She's just never going to be into crypto, like, ever, dude. Good for ya. Maybe. I don't know, man. Well, dang, dude. You gotta be kidding. That's wild right there. I don't know. It kind of looks like it's like rounding to the top. Rounding top or something. Yeah, I don't really like CA, Mr. Wolver, because if you zoom out and you look at the prevailing trend, it's extremely bearish, isn't it? Where you just keep making lower highs. But yeah, and now you recently in July 2018, you hit that support again. All right, support 2012. You know, this is where you are now, back from 1994, right? That's just so bad. Like, here's your all-time high at 97 bucks, then 57 bucks, then 41 bucks, then 32 bucks. What's happening every time? No matter what happens, you keep making lower highs, even though you keep hitting a base, right? A support. You're at your old all-time lows, which is really just when it was created, which I guess it ICO'd or whatever back in January 1994. So here you are, once more at that area, and I don't really like it. I mean, it's like a lower high, or just a higher high, and now you're making lower highs, and now a lower high. So it's just like, oh my god, right? It's just, yeah. So overall, bearish. Shit, I don't know, man. I get, yeah, I mean, for sure. Look, I mean, there's a multitude of things that could be going on. See, it's too deep to be any harmonics, and it's in no man's land, right? I mean, 618s, and then, yeah, dude. So maybe the lower low double bottom or something. Look at the divergence. Very real on the daily. Huh? I mean, maybe there's more of, like, you know, the best lowest risk might be at 14.47 and you're at $15.05. So I mean, maybe. Let's see, from your previous low to high. Right, nearing the 886, there might be an opportunity at $14.69. Might take a long, right? I mean, again, it's not the best. You want normally like uptrends, like nice historical uptrends, dude, right? So if like at the 886 you took a long, then you could try to just problem is you already made a high and you've already retraced. So it's like you go high to your low here, and the only way it would, I mean, again, you could make it tighter stop, and you go to just a 50% retrace, right? Dow's theory, where it retraces 50% before dumping again. All right, you might have a chance there. 3.91. 3-1, whatever, if you have it looser. But again, the 886 is at 14.67, so maybe. But again, it's just the trend is not your friend in that one. Longs. Okay. Yeah, pot stocks got wrecked today. Really? That's what happens when you go on, when you have a speculative market like crypto or weed. They go on boom cycles, then they go through their bust cycles, their corrections. They don't last a month or two. No, they last like a year or more. What's up, JD? Rick Schmitz. Thanks for the tip on tiki torches. Perfect, stable, Sharpie, genius. Thanks, dude. We've already looked at ZRX, dude. We looked at it a little earlier. So you can just rewind. Sure thing, Mr. Wolver, dude. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for the support, dude. I know you do. What's up, Giovanni Doro coming in from Thailand? Kappa. So we got about 43 minutes till that daily close. I think the big thing is the area we really want to hold above is 8,500, chat. Big time. Took my picks for college football. 3 games, 3-game teaser, 10-point, 3-game teaser. Oklahoma minus half a point. Georgia minus 13. What was the last one? Jeez. Sorry, a lot going on today. And Utah minus 4 playing Oregon State, the Beavers. And I want to show y'all something. Y'all be proud of me. How many trees did I save? Dude, I used to like every day have like a new piece of paper. But like I've been doing it like this same piece of paper where I take my notes and stuff every day with requests and all that. Okay. Since July 3rd, dude. Every show I've done on one piece of paper, front and back, it's now over pretty much. Started a new one today. That's it. We did it, man. Saving the trees. Yeah, Kevin, dude. It's not. I mean, I think that Oklahoma's going to probably beat Texas by 10 points. There's a vengeance game, dude. Blood. And, you know, they got Jalen Hurts now, which I've got a lot of faith in his ability. And then Utah is pretty freaking good team, despite any loss they had to USC. And Oregon State's really bad. I mean, you know, Vegas had them to, I think, only win 2 games the whole year. And then Georgia's playing South Carolina, I think, at home. So I took that line. There was value there because, again, it's minus 13, not minus 14. So if they win by 2 touchdowns, I cover. There's also a couple other ones I liked. I just didn't take them. I don't know. I'm not. Again, I was aggressive early in the year. I chill now. I got my bankroll. I'm good with it. So Greta would be pleased. Barf. Again, thank you all for watching, but I guess I'm just going to get out of here a little early and leave y'all to it. So it's Thursday night, isn't it? Yeah. 7 days till my birthday. Tonight is Patreon night. So just going to be hanging out with them. If enough patrons show up to the pregame tonight, they'll be on the stream with me and we'll just be hanging out. So whatever to that. We'll just be having a good time. Wheel spins if people want it. All the fun stuff. So thanks so much, Mark Rivera, for the 25. Thanks for the new subs today. Thanks for the likes, love, everything. We'll be back later. So until next time, respect the TA.
Bruh.
Where y'all at? Let's get hype in the chat. Feels amazing, man.
Bruh.
Jimmy Ragsdale, dude, thanks so much for the 1337 lead contribution, man. Much love, dude. Kings. I'll see you tonight.
Touch you, I want through you, my arms around you, ever since I found you. But the music's running me.
name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Look here! Look, listen!
Adios, turd nuggets.